Welcome yet again to the Realm-of-Millenia. Be ye a man, a woman, a child, a spirit, creature, or maybe even a demon. Be ye a native, a migrator, or maybe even just an invader into the Realm-of-Millenia. Welcome, for I am your host, the Millennium Mailman, here today, bringing you another Song Sunday. I'm not singing. I'm just talking about music today. I'm bringing up music and songs in the comments. Right, breathing it into the open air. And in regards to the Realm-of-Millenia, something that I utterly hate when people do when I try to describe my novel to them is conflate it to a musical. I will never consider my work of novel-esque art as a musical. Ugh, I wouldn't do it. I would never describe it as such. Right? It's so much deeper than that, right? Because there is excuse me. I should not have drank so much soda right before starting the video. Excuse me. There is a very grave difference between a musical and what I believe I'm writing right now as part of my novel series, right? Musical, everything's done in song, right? You might not even be singing, you might not even be articulating yourself in a normal manner because everything you're doing is sing-song and performance-based, right? The whole story is wrapped around the song in a very different way, right? Where the song is the most pivotal piece, the performance, right? Versus what I'm doing is when I make soundtracks for every specific character, I'm bringing out the emotion of a particular moment through choice song selection, right? There are many works of art that do the very same thing, right? I believe Baby Driver, the film, was a fantastically, masterfully done example of such, right? Where throughout the entire movie, everything was in time, in tempo, and cadence to the songs that they chose, right? And for that reason, I would consider that along the lines of a musical, but more so done because of how artistically and performance-based it was done, right? But at the same time, that is not, even in my book, going to ever be considered more of a musical than it is a awesome example of how great a cast can choreograph their actual film with the director, the intentions of your director and the script, right? So when I describe the Realm-of-Millenia as a bunch of hero-esque side characters with their own soundtracks to their way of life and the particular things they're going on through these particular snippets of their life I show to you, people immediately hear me say soundtrack and think, oh, it's a musical, when not a single one of those people can tell me a single movie they've watched or been in attendance for that didn't have a full soundtrack in their merch link bio, in their intro or outro credits. So I find it incredibly disrespectful to the absolute art being done with my novel here, that you just immediately classify it as a musical, because I have a serious intention for the songs that I want the audience to consider. I'm not saying the audience has to take and use these particular songs or anything, but it's like not a minor thing if you want to have a author's depiction and understanding of the characters and their emotional mindsets in more than one manner. I'm backing in the driveway like a baby on a highway. Do 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 do. Do. All right, hard part is past. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. A bit closer than I want to be here. Do that again. No, I'm not gonna do it. He pulled over too far. That's good. Babe. That's good enough. Ah, looks perfect. Anywho's, I get low-key, mid-key, high-key offended when people try to inflate my artistic art as a musical, because I have an intention, an intended soundtrack going in, right? Like, I'm not going into making these characters or making these plots centralized around the music. I'm making the character, and like midway through the scene, considering music that could go to this, because I naturally know I think different than the rest of the world. Otherwise, the novel series I'm doing would have already be out there in some way, form, or fashion, right? But it's not. So my mind is not the same as everyone else's, right? So the songs and the soundtracks other people have and would immediately think to put to these characters is going to be entirely different from the ones I might imagine to go along with these characters, right? And I think the best way to guide the audience into better understanding what my depiction of the character was, and while I'm writing, is to put a song or music or a sound that I, in particular, thought would match the vibes, the feels of the particular characters I'm writing, right? Because there are plenty times when you could be reading a page or even just a paragraph, and you could think it's lighthearted, it's silly, it's funny, it's happy, it's giddy. Meanwhile, if I was to tell you to read it and you think that, and then told you this song, I don't know, maybe a heavy metal rock band, guttural, hardcore, is this mentality of the person who's talking and telling you these things in the paragraph, you might take a different stance at it. Like, oh. Well, viewing it from the lens of the song you just played, I have an entirely different understanding of what's about to happen, or what might have just happened, or how this dude chooses to calm down. It's like he's talking about peaches, gumdrops, and rainbows. Meanwhile, we got heavy metal, Metallica in the background with a nightcore remix and a little electro house music reverb in it. Like what so many things are going on. Yes, because so many things are going on. There's just saying, I have the character saying and describing it lightheartedly, but you should be able to tell from the soundtrack, should you choose to listen to it, you will have a very enlightened, to say the least, perspective of the particular character. You could be very much enlightened, right? And I find it incredibly disrespectful that people would minimize that to be, to be just a musical, okay? The audacity. A simple musical. Ridiculous. Right, so all my characters have a soundtrack. Some of the character soundtracks are larger than others, some smaller than others. Some are very, very particular, and others are very diverse, right? Understand the range of genres and the range of length of the soundtrack list, of the list in of itself per character, is very much indicative of more than just the sound. Right? He's got 1 million songs in this playlist for this one character. Oh, he's only got 2 songs in the playlist for this character. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. Oh boy. Right? I have no idea. Oh yeah, he's only got 2 songs. Enjoy those 2 songs, bro. Does it come naturally on repeat? Okay. Yeah, it's on repeat. That means that's the only songs you should ever consider when thinking about this character. Okay? If you want to understand this character, never think of any other song than these 2 songs in order to have a personal understanding of what this character is about and what they got going on. Right? And should you so choose to... What you want? Always looking at me funny. And should you so ever choose to choose a different song, hey, let it be at your own behest, but it might confuse and confuzzle you to get a different perception of this song, man. Right? It's gonna ruin it. So, yeah. Oh, this guy's only got 2 songs and no repeats? I don't know what that could possibly mean. Listen to those 3 songs in that order. That's his life, death, and whole life experience right there. His whole life's those 2 songs and not even on repeat. Play them once, the character's gone. Maybe that might be what it means. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's possible. Okay? I have no idea what it could possibly mean that there's only 2 songs in that playlist and none of them are supposed to be repeated. I have no idea, right? I have 0 idea what that could possibly mean. It could mean that is just like the repetitive nature in there. You don't even need to repeat it. You're going to hear it one time and fully understand it through and through. If you repeat it yourself, it could be a myriad of things, right? I'm not going to tell you that there only being 2 songs that you're not supposed to repeat that aren't naturally on repeat. I'm not going to tell you that that's just, amen, kudos, right? Take that how you will, Okay. But yeah. I have a myriad of songs for the myriad of characters. Okay? And I said it in video number 1 for Musical Sunday, Songbook Sunday. The very first video is me addressing how important I think music is to life in general. And since I've said that, we came out with the movie of Sinners, and they have a very hot stance take on music and how it rather is, certain genres of it anyway, is rather corruptive in nature and is the will of the demons coming out, right? So be careful with it. Music's a powerful thing, right? And I stand by that. Music is a very powerful thing, and music can build you up or break you down. It is entirely up to your will and your way of what you allow that music to do to you, right? Because you ultimately have control over your life. But at the same time, let that good beat and the good tone hit you at the right day. Oh man, it'll be miracles. But if that tune on the wrong day, at the right time, in the wrong place, in the wrong mentality and mindset, that might be the start of your villain arc downfall. I don't know what to tell you, man. You got to understand, right? Life is all about not coincidences, but timing in particular in the real world. A lot of things that happen to a lot of people is a masterclass in what the fuzz timing, okay? And there is not much to ever be said about anything else other than the fact that timing is very big, right? Because that matter of the almighty, the omnipresent, all-knowing deity that you do or do not believe in, right? Timing is a very, very touchy thing where it can ruin, make, or break someone, right? And it is because of that that I've been saying from day one on the Musical Sunday, music is very important. Music is like so incredibly important. Do not ever misconstrue or disbelieve that. So I'm not let's just remind, so just to recap, music, there will always be a designated number of songs for each chapter, each character, and everyone to enjoy, right? Excuse me. But understand, you will never ever have to listen to any one of these songs in order to enjoy the novel I have, right? It just makes it better, in my opinion, if you care about the author's mentality, mindset, as far as these characters go. I feel like it would do you wonders to further immerse yourself in with the characters should you pursue listening to the very songs that I have in the chapters for the characters, okay? If you were to do that, you would have a deeper, immersive connection to the characters, which is all that I'm saying. Nothing more, nothing less. Music is important. That does not make my story at all a musical type playwright. It is not. Please stop saying it is. Please stop saying it is. But hey, that is just me, your Millennium Mailman. Please hope that you comment your questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, and opinions, or email me at millenniummailman@gmail.com. The connection that you can copy and paste to the GoFundMe pages for the YouTube channel are down in the description box down below. What else? The option to share the video for more exposure or subscribe if you feel like it is always there, but you don't got to. And if you don't want to, go ahead and press the dislike button and let me know how terrible of a video I had, because that is my only means of understanding whether the way I'm doing the YouTube is good or not so much. But yeah, peace, love, happiness, and all the best of things to you. Goodbye.